And as we continue our coverage tonight, floodwaters in June washed away dozens of homes, as we mentioned, in McCook Lake, South Dakota. But one thing still stands strong. It's its residents. Tonight, KTIV's Katie Koppel with more on the resiliency of the McCook Lake community.
It's most recognized for its beautiful Oxbow Lake, but nearly 3 months ago, this lakeside community of McCook Lake was ravaged by floodwaters. Homes destroyed, lives changed forever. But among the loss was resiliency, strength, neighbors helping neighbors.
People are friendly, the skies are bluer, the grass is greener, and the taxes are less.
On June 23rd, floodwaters from the Big Sioux River caused catastrophic damage in McCook Lake. This tight-knit community now living in a nightmare.
I stand here and I look and I see this and I just can't believe it, even this far down the road.
But as residents returned and found devastation, they also found a sense of community stronger than before.
As one person jumped on board, it just made everybody jump on board. You know, we're all here to help one another.
Really couldn't ask for better neighbors, honestly, and everyone's really came together. Like Nathaniel helped me tear my house apart when it came down to it.
On Penrose Drive, it's a family atmosphere, before and after the flood.
To me, it is calm, it is peace, it is comfort. We really do have a connection. There's not a whole lot of places that do block parties and, hang out with their neighbors, but we do here. And that's what makes it different and makes it better.
Kathy Roberts lives in one of the first homes on Penrose.
I say Beaver Cleaver Avenue because we are right out of a time that does not exist anymore.
Nathaniel Kutzinger grew up next door to Roberts.
It's not even a community, it's a family.
A family that has helped each other through tragedy.
I would say the best story is it's a miracle to have the community and the family we do out here.
Always is like part of the family, and I think that flood brought us all closer together. Like, I'm so happy to be here today, meeting my neighbors again.
Just friendly and comfortable. I never had to worry about my kids coming outside, riding their bikes. Even at nighttime, all the neighbor kids would be together, riding their bikes up and down the street.
That family extending through McCook Lake includes Amy McDonald, whose lakeside home on North Shore Drive was badly damaged.
It's amazing how they've all come together. Even people that just down the street, I may not have even met them, and now they're my best friends. And we're all in the same boat together, and we have the camaraderie of going through this horrific disaster together.
Through tragedy, resiliency, and a determination for North Shore, Penrose, and McCook Lake to rise again. In McCook Lake, South Dakota, Katie Koppel, KTIV News 4.
And more than 24 homes were lost entirely to the flood in McCook Lake. While many homeowners plan to stay, others have to leave. Penrose Drive is a small street just off North Shore Drive in McCook Lake. 18 homes sit on Penrose. It's a street full of families, some new, some who have been there for decades. Residents say kids could ride their bikes for hours and parents didn't even have to worry. Well, several of those homes have been deemed unlivable since the flood, and some of those families are not returning. So Penrose is planning a neighborhood cookout to bring everyone together one final time. We have several more stories from McCook Lake residents on our digital platform. If you are a McCook Lake resident, or maybe you spent some time in McCook Lake volunteering after the flood and you want to share your story or read more, you can visit this story right now on KTIV.com. Right now we're going to